Welcome everybody to the city of Wildomar. You have a seat. We'll be brief up here, and then you'll be able to go back. But I'd like to just do some introductions, if you will. Councilmember Bridget Moore, if you raise your hand, she's here. My name's Dan York. I'm the Assistant City Manager, also Public Works Director and City Engineer, and I welcome you tonight. This has been quite a journey to get to this point, and we have a little ways to go, but we thought it's a really good time to actually come and talk with you guys and show you where we're at and where we're going. I wanted to give a couple other introductions out there so that if you have questions that may be specific, you'll know to do so. Daniel Ramirez from WRCOG, he's one of our project sponsors on a regional basis, and they're going to be contributing pretty heavily for the construction of this project. To his left is Carlos Geronimo with the city of Menifee. So there are some improvements that actually will get into the city of Menifee. And you may have some questions about that, traffic signal and whatnot. Cameron's here with the city, so Cameron and I are representing the city. So if you have any specific city questions, it would be Cameron and I. I do see that we also have Jason Daffron with EVMWD. He's in the audience in the back there. And I also see that on Phase 2 project, and there's a map in the center back there, the developer Bill Lowe is here, and his team. Michelle with our city planning department in the back, Michelle Thomas. So I guess we have a few. We also have quite a consultant team here with Ernie, Leonard, and Jackie. They will be in the back to assist you. So as they will each be spread up on the boards to walk you through any specific questions you have on the alignment. And then also in the back, and this is really important part, some of you have and some of you may still be wanting to talk to our real estate group. And so we've got Brett, Jeff, and Jeremy in the back, and they'll be able to answer questions specific to real estate. How does this impact you? You see a little shaded line next to your property. What does that mean? And so I think that's the whole team. Ernie, I'm going to turn you over real quick to explain what we have up on the screen and what we have in the back, and then what the rest of the evening will be.
Thank you, Dan. And so our intent here is just to make this really informal. It's not a formal presentation. What we've done is put together a PowerPoint presentation. It's going to be reoccurring, about 6 slides or so. About 6 slides? 12 slides. So what basically is going to talk about the project a little bit moving forward. Our intent was more just to get on hands on the boards and be able to speak to you if you had any questions about your specific property, what we're doing. So what we'll do is as soon as we're done here, you'll kind of see, we'll just kind of let it run, and it'll just kind of reoccurring at your leisure. You can watch it, and then we'll be back in the back to talk about the alignments with our right-of-way agents to talk a little more specific about property. But as many of you know, this has been long in coming. The EIR was done as part of our project with the county at the time. And so the city and Wildomar finished the environmental document, and so this is the next phase moving forward on the project. So we'll go ahead and turn the PowerPoint on, let it run through, and then we'll step back to that.
Ernie, does the PowerPoint share the project schedule?
It does not.
Okay, that might be important to you. When are we going to do this, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So we are currently at the phase between the 95% and 100% complete design. And this is a really good time because as you guys see some things that our team may have not considered, this would be kind of that last real good time to do that. We're planning on completing the 100% plans here springish next year. We'll be done with that. And the reason why there's some drag, because as we're going through the real estate and right-of-way acquisition process, we always find little things that might have a tweak or whatnot on the plans. We're in right-of-way acquisition. We'll be starting that off. We've got our team that's doing appraised valuations. And then I'll start meeting with you all individually, and then we plan on being before our city council here in the next month or so to actually ask for authorization to start making offers on those temporary construction easements, slope easements, drainage easements, and partial takes. There's a few that will have to be a full take. So the idea is that barring funding, we will be able to start construction in the summer of 2019. And that seems like a long ways away, but it takes a while to do about 3.5 miles of construction. And that schedule is fairly similar to Phase 1 and Phase 2. So you're going to see a Phase 1 and a Phase 2 back there, and partly that's because of really funding. Phase 2 is associated with the development of about 275 homes. That's up the upper area from the farm to Sunset. And a developer in the city are working together on a financing package that's unique to that section. And then the section from the farm down to the freeway, the city's been working closely with our regional partners, WRCOG. We've been working with RCTC. And we've got a couple more grants that we're applying for that will hit our shortfall that we're currently short. And we're going to be chasing those grants. And those grant monies aren't available for us to start spending until the summer of 2019, so hence the schedule. If the money was all in the bank, these guys would be able to move our schedule up pretty significantly, but right now we're in a chase for the last few bucks. It's about a $38.7 million project from start to finish for 4 lanes. Can you believe that? 4 lanes of road, but we've got a lot of grading. We're realigning quite a few sections. We're putting in several traffic signals. There's an exhibit that shows traffic signals, Ernie. So you guys will see that. In summary, I know you're all interested in having a traffic signal at Sellers and Monte Vista for those who come into town. Those are pretty heavy locations. There will be traffic signals there. Oak Circle, where the church school is, there will be a signal there. And then the farm, there will be a modification, and then there will be a few signals in the later phases of Phase 2 up through the farm and Sunset. So that's kind of a broad overview. We're in the heavy of finishing. It seems like that last 5 to 10% seems to take about the same amount of time because it's all a fine detail. I think what I'd do, and there's some of you probably want to ask some questions, so I'm going to hover around up here if you've got specific questions about the project. Please feel free to watch the slides. Our team's now going to start sliding to the back, and we'll be at the different boards. And so we'll do that, and I'll be here for that. Yeah, Brett?
And I'd like to say, if you have questions specific to your property, what we'd like to do is Jeff, Jeremy, or myself, when it comes to land acquisition, we'll talk to you a little bit about that process. The engineering folks can talk about some of the design impacts. But if you want something more than just kind of a topic tonight, what we'd like to do is get your contact information. I know our team's been out talking with most of you if you've responded to us with the appraisers coming out and talking to you, but many of you we haven't. So we'd like to get your contact information. And if you need more detail or more time than this, we'd like to schedule a meeting. We'll come out, meet with you, sit down, go over your property impacts. We don't want to get too far into the weeds specifically tonight on any one parcel because there's a lot of people here. So we want to be able to contact, talk to everybody, kind of give some high-level information, and then schedule more specific meetings with you if that helps you.
All right, so break. Thanks. Okay.
So that's that.